Hello, my fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. This is a general reading for you. Won't resonate with every single person, so please do take from it whatever makes sense for you. Let the rest go. And if you are interested in your own personal private reading at this time, all of that information is down below in the description box, as well as a list of all of the card decks that I'll be using here today. So these are the two card decks that I chose. They're both by Fire Witch Tarot. This very first one is called WTF is the Problem, and the second is Pendulum Answers. If you're easily offended by profanity, you might want to click off now, because these two decks definitely contain them. May or may not pop up during the focus messages, but it's a possibility. All right, guys, so I'm going to be focusing on those of you going through some challenges in your connection at this time. Let's take a look at that. All right, what's the problem? What the fuck is the problem, you guys? Here we go. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What is it that you need to focus on when it comes to your connection? What is the problem? So we'll grab a couple from here, take what resonates as always, guided to this one. Someone's holding back, whether this is you, whether that's the person that you are focused on. Let's grab another one. Someone has a horrible attitude. I forget what reading I just did yesterday. I think it was for my air signs, I believe. That same exact card flew out. So someone's holding back and someone has a horrible attitude. That could be separate scenarios for some of you guys, or it could be tapped into the same person. So we'll see. Let's add to this with the Pendulum Answers. So you guys have gotten away without any profanity so far. Let's see what this card deck brings forward. My air signs weren't as lucky. So if you're focused on an air sign, you might want to cross-watch that one. All right, angels and spirit guides, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. What else do you need to know here? Let's grab additional focus messages here. Change of mind. Maybe that's why they're holding back. Someone's had a change of heart, a change of mind. They've changed their mind, either about you or something about the connection. This could be you too, feeling this way. Rolling eyes, look at that. Someone's holding back. They've changed their mind. They're rolling their eyes. And again, this could be you. That's a part of your vibe coming through. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what the rest of this reading brings forward. Let's start with the Arrows of Love Oracle. So no profanity. Not yet. Anyway, depending on which card decks I'm guided towards here. So Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. Let's start with that, fire signs, and let's take a look and see what it is that you're dealing with at this time. Let's take a look at that. Is it you that's holding back? Is it you that's changed your mind because somebody's got a bad attitude, a horrible attitude? Is it you that's rolling your eyes, or is it them? Love and lace innocence. So we've got some same cards that are coming through in this reading that came forward, I believe, as well for my air signs. So very interesting. And then we've got Cactus Heart, which is a guarded heart. So someone's guarded here, more than likely because they've had their heart broken. And for some of you, what I pick up off of the vibe from this particular card, because it's got innocence wrapped up in love and lace and that energy, I just feel for some of you, part of that innocence is that you're starting a new love connection, possibly. There's that level of innocence attached to it. This could also be tied into somebody who's professing their innocence if they've been accused of doing something. Maybe that's why we have this guarded energy. It's like, look, I didn't do it. And so they're guarded in how they interact with you. This could also be how you're feeling. We have Fool's Gold. So you definitely want to make sure that you're investing your time in a connection where it's the real thing, that they're being real with you. There's no deception. They're not keeping secrets from you. They're the real legit thing. They're not holding back. But it's interesting how this card does say someone's holding back. Part of the reason why that might be is because they're not being real with you. That's what this fool's gold energy is for me. It's like there may have been a time when you felt as though you had found the one. But maybe as time has progressed and you're finding certain things out about this person, bad attitude for one thing, and so maybe you have changed your mind, or that's something that you're considering, and especially if you feel that your heart is guarded right now for whatever reason. We have long term, so what I am feeling here for my fire signs is certainly you've wanted this long-term connection with this person. You saw a future with this individual, but with the focus messages coming through in the way that it has, I'm guided here for some of you guys, you're really just taking a step back from this connection to kind of reassess where things are going. You have some concerns here, which might be part of the reason why you are on the fence about it, why you are guarded, why you are possibly thinking about either switching directions or ending it, possibly. We have phantom lover, fantasy. What I'm picking up from that is if things are not going well in the connection that you have in your life, or if you guys are just in separation right now, you might be fantasizing about what the ideal true love might be. Because if it's coming through as fool's gold, they're not coming through as the real deal. You might be fantasizing about manifesting that love that you are looking for. And we've got masculine coming through here. If you happen to be feminine tuning in and you're focused on a masculine, or you're fantasizing about this masculine coming into your life and being able to offer you this long-term commitment. And for some of you, I have a feeling that the masculine is just not able to bring that to you. And so for some of my feminines, it could be you that's had a change of heart and you've changed your mind about this connection. It could be the masculine who has a horrible attitude. And it could actually be my feminine who's holding back from pursuing this connection any further. We've got that guarded cactus heart right there. And whatever has unfolded here, what I'm picking up again from that innocence card is that somebody may have been wrongly accused of doing something that perhaps they didn't do. And another interpretation, of course, is for those of you who have moved on and have started a new love connection and things are still in the beginning, starting stages of getting into that relationship. That's what's coming through. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's add to this. This is the Pining Rose Oracle by Cactus. By Cactus, did I just say that? By Calico Moon. That is so funny. I'm looking at the cactus heart. Calico Moon. All right, let's see what else. What else needs to come through here? Angels and spirit guides for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Please bring it forward. We've got Be Mine, followed by Untouchable, and then we have Ghosted. So there's somebody out there, either you want this person or they want you. I have a feeling it's my feminines who are wanting the masculine here. But of course, that could be reversed for some of you guys. It's just coming through as untouchable right now because someone is holding back. So I'm going to read this based off of my fire sign. So more than likely, you're the one that's guarded and untouchable because you've ghosted this person that could not deliver, which is why it's fool's gold. You thought it was the real thing, and they could not come forward and bring you what it was that you were looking for by way of this long-term commitment or a happy future. And so, especially for my feminines, it's left you fantasizing about the ideal partner because they couldn't come through. We have yearning, okay? Yearning falling right below long term. So I do feel, again, for my feminines, and we do have a female figure in this photo. For my feminines especially, what you're yearning for here is that long-term commitment from a partner that is trustworthy, that is loyal, that can deliver and be the type of partner that would complement you. And I just feel here with this cactus heart and fool's gold coming through, someone has a horrible attitude, a change of mind, rolling eyes. I feel here from your perspective, you're just not happy with the one that you're thinking of or the person that you're with at this time. So a part of you in your mind, you're probably fantasizing as to what it would be like to have a really good partner by your side and in your life. That's what it is that you're yearning for here. And you could have certainly ghosted the masculine, and that they can't touch you right now, even if they do want you, because you are guarded. That's what I'm picking up from that. Look at this next card. We've got third party followed by hurt. Okay? So that's quite telling here. Third party drove a wedge between the two of you. That's what caused the issues here, and that's also why perhaps some of you guys have changed your mind when it comes to this connection. You thought that you could trust them, you thought that you found the one, but what you found was fool's gold. And no doubt about it, the masculine hurt you. Masculine is just energy, so it could be certainly male or female, but it's falling right below that masculine card, which is hurt. So it's the masculine in this scenario that hurt the feminine here due to a third party. Interesting. Let's add some tarot to this. All right. Let's get some additional insight from the Palette deck by Salviadora of Eat, Read, Love. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. What else do we need to know for this reading for my fire signs? What else do we need to know here? We've got the Seven of Cups. No surprise there. Cups is water energy. So for some of you guys, you might be focused on a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This person, part of the reason perhaps why you ghosted them, or that the reason why we have a third party being represented in this reading, is because they just had way too many options in love and romance. They were keeping their options open. Too many choices. And so for my fire signs that this is resonating with, you could have certainly been one of their options here. We have the Eight of Coins right after that. So that's Pentacles, which is earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus for some of you guys. So the Eight of Pentacles is all about diligence, passions. What is it that you are passionate about? It could have certainly been this person at one point in time, or they could have been very passionate about you. And if you guys were intimate with one another, it could have certainly been magnetic and passionate and wonderful in that sense, the physical connection. But right now, it's coming through with that untouchable, guarded vibe. So for my fire signs, I'm just feeling here that you are distancing yourself from this person. You are holding back. You have changed your mind, which is why you're guarded. You don't want them to touch you right now, especially if they are, in a sense, touching someone else. You know what I mean? That third party. The Eight of Pentacles, too, is being able to see things from, or just have higher standards for yourself. You don't have to lower your standards down to this person's level. You deserve better. And that's what you are wanting moving forward. You've already been through the pain and the hurt as a result of this third party coming in. So it's totally understandable if you did ghost this person and you're holding back from pursuing this any further. And I mean, those two cards together, change of mind and rolling eyes. You probably did that the moment you found out about this nonsense going on here with this person. And we have the Hanged Man, followed by the Emperor, which is more masculine energy. That's the divine masculine right here. And the Hanged Man is coming through, offering you a new perspective here. It's more water energy. So I really feel here for some of you guys, you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is all about suspension, surrender, self-sacrifice, letting go. It's about enlightenment, giving yourself a new perspective on how to see things from just a different point of view, a different set of eyes from how you saw things before. And I'm just feeling here that once you made up your mind that you were distancing yourself from a situation that you didn't want to be a part of, that brought you some peace because you made a decision for yourself to disconnect and to hold back. And it's all about letting go, truly. Releasing something or someone that is no longer serving a purpose in your life. And by doing that, you can certainly attract the right kind of partner. Excuse me, my voice. You can certainly attract the right partner into your life. You know, and if you find yourself just really confused at this time, it's okay. You know, you got to give yourself time to figure this all out. And that's also contributing to this cactus heart energy of just being guarded and just putting up your defenses. And you might even be putting up those walls so that you are protecting yourself and your heart so that you don't end up getting hurt again. You know, so the Hanged Man, totally understandable as to why it's here. Falling right below Ghosted, it makes sense because it's a time of healing. You're leaving this drama behind. It's all in the past now, or it's about to be if you haven't yet detached. But I do feel for most of you resonating with this, you have. So you've actually fixed your own problems here attached to this person. But as you can see, especially for my feminines, we've got the Emperor coming through right after the Hanged Man. So that represents divine masculine energy here. And for some of my feminines, since we do have this long-term card, and as you can see from that photo, okay, so some of you guys may have had children, have a family together, and the Emperor does represent a father figure. So for those of you going through some challenges in the dynamic of this relationship, you could certainly have shared a family. I'm just feeling here, especially for my masculines, they dropped the ball and they ended up hurting the feminine here as a result of entering into this whole third party situation. And perhaps there was a time when the masculine was a really good partner. But I just feel that my masculines here messed up. We have the Three of Wands coming through, followed by the Magician, and then we've got the Temperance card, which is picking up off of Sagittarius energy specifically. That's the need for patience right there. So we've got two major arcanas right next to each other, the Magician, the Temperance card right next to it, and then we've got more of your own fire energy with the Three of Wands coming through right there. So the Three of Wands is looking ahead, which is a good thing. You don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to just stay where you're at right now. You want to progress. You want to move forward from this experience, especially if it hurt you. And I feel it really has. You know, you don't end up with that energy of this cactus heart. I mean, look at it, you know, with that guarded energy, because they really hurt you. They broke your heart. So now it's time for you to start looking ahead and planning and figuring out what's the next step, what's the next phase of your life. Where do you want to go from here? You know, and I do love how the Magician card is right next to it. This is air energy for some of you guys, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. This is giving you the flexibility and creativity to manifest those changes that you need to make in your life, to be able to manifest whatever it is that you desire to create moving forward in your life. And what you're wanting to manifest is this long-term relationship. I couldn't think. This long-term partnership connection with somebody that you can truly invest your whole heart. But you have to heal from this energy first. Because as long as the Magician is coming through here, for you, my fire signs, you can actually accomplish anything that you are focused on in your life. It doesn't necessarily just have to be tied into your love life either. Any aspect of your life that needs your attention right now, which of course is different for every person tuning in, you can accomplish whatever it is that you're focused on. If you're wanting to heal this broken heart, if you're wanting to heal from this pain, then that's what you focus on. That's what you need to fix for now, so that you can create movement. Because the Magician will help you to switch directions in your life, whether that applies to your love life or whatever area of your life that you need a change and you need to switch the direction that you're going. Now, the interesting thing about the Magician card too is that yes, there's the opportunity to start over and have a new chance at love with your person. It is a rekindled romance, but they can also come through as being sneaky or engaging in trickery, dishonesty, and that's not a surprise considering we have a third party reference right here. So if they were to reach out to you, you need to tread lightly and make sure that they're coming through with real intentions to manifest union with you long term and not coming back towards you with this fool's gold energy. You want the real thing, and if they can't deliver, then they need to go. They need to go. So with the Temperance card, it's interesting that these two are right next to each other, because the Temperance card is a possible reconciliation. Of course, there's the potential to bring this back together, but again, you just got to be mindful of what they're coming towards you with. Have they done the work to get rid of this fool's gold energy? Are they being real with you? Have they gotten rid of this horrible attitude, perhaps, that they had with you before? So these are questions that you need to be able to ask and have answers to. And the Temperance card is the need for patience. So yes, there's a possibility of bringing balance and healing and harmony back into the situation, but this person has a lot of work to do to be able to prove to you that they have grown from where this situation has been. Because I feel for some of you, you're still in it and it's still very painful. And that simply is going to take time to heal from, which is why the Temperance card is all about the need for patience. It's going to take time. You cannot rush that healing process. You know, they hurt you, and it's understandable if your heart has been hardened and guarded by what's happened here. Because you need to be able to trust this person or your next relationship if you are not open to a reconciliation here. You don't have to be. It's just telling you here that the potential for you guys to come back together, it might present itself, but there is no way that you have to even accept this person back. You don't have to do that. That's your own free will. You can say no if you're not interested. But I wouldn't be surprised if you actually heard from this person, because clearly they still want you. You know, it might also be the whole grass wasn't greener on the other side mentality. They thought that they were moving on to someone better, but that ended up not being the case, and they know that they messed up. They want you back. Some of you guys may have already heard from this person asking if you guys can have a do-over to start again. But if this is where you're at, where you're ghosting them and you're untouchable, then they already know that they need to give you a little bit more space and time to be in the right mind frame to even entertain a reconciliation, because some of you guys need to heal from this and you're not done. All right, let's grab some insight from the romance angels here. Angels and spirit guides for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius for my fire signs. What else do we need to know when it comes to this partnership, this connection? It's worth waiting for. Okay, that's good. Divine timing is at work in your love life, which is why Temperance is coming through here, letting you know patience is needed. It's a past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay, so you guys have connected in a past life. And maybe when you met this person, you felt as though you had known them before, and that's possibly because you have. I did pick up off of the energy of children for some of you. You know, we've got the Emperor, who's a father figure. We have that long-term image there with the potential that you guys have children together, or you've certainly discussed having a family someday. But with this third-party interference, maybe those plans had to be put on hold. Some of you could have been married to this person, or could have involved yourself with a married person, which is why we've got that third party. Or, of course, your person involved themselves with somebody who was already involved with somebody else. We do have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So it truly falls on your lap to be able to make the decisions here for yourself as to what it is that you want to do at this point. Do you want to continue your healing journey and just move in a different direction and find love elsewhere? Or are you willing and open to allowing this person to come back to you once they've done the work to release themselves from this third party element here? It's up to you. Let go of control issues is coming through here as well. You might have also dealt with a very controlling individual, guys, which is where this horrible attitude is coming from as well. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Exactly. Because you can't control them any more than they can control you, you know? And the Temperance card, again, is telling you that patience is required. And then we've got divine timing at play here, letting you know that more than likely this isn't going to be happening anytime this month, I don't feel. But it might also be happening sooner than you realize, you know? But it truly does fall on you to make the decision to create movement in whatever direction you feel you need to go. We also have the True Love card coming through here. This is the romance of a lifetime. And maybe you guys had to go on a separation and experience something as painful as a third party for them to get that. It's like, oh shit, what did I do? They're actually my true love, and I might have messed that up. So that's a lesson I feel that your person needed to learn. It's getting a little bit dark in my office, guys. I'm going to turn my lamp on a little bit higher. Hold on one second here. Okay, that's better. Much better. Yeah. So, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. But just because that's coming through, of course, there's absolutely no guarantee that a reconciliation is for certain, because everybody's got their own free will. But these cards are coming through in this way to let you know the possibility is certainly there. It's there. Okay, so let's add some dialogue messages to this. So let's take a look and see what your person has to say to you at this time, guys. This is the Twin Flame Messages Volume 1 and 2 by Mystic Moon. I have combined both of these card decks to create one. Angels and spirit guides, please, for my fire signs. What is it that your person needs to say to you at this time? So let's give them the opportunity to speak. And then we'll give you, of course, the opportunity to respond and whatever it is that you need to say. Angels and spirit guides for my fire signs, for the person that you're focused on. What is it that they need to say to you? I already see the message. Oh my gosh. You'll see. Can't make this stuff up, guys. I'm telling you. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. First message. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. They're coming through here letting you know they still think about you. I mean, I don't doubt that, considering we have the Be Mine card coming through here. They still think about you, especially because I feel they have regrets over what's happened here. And that takes me to my next card. Look at this message. Just like what I was saying. Sorry about that glare. I hope you guys can see that. It says the grass wasn't greener on the other side. They know they messed up. It's up to you, of course, if you're willing to take them back. But just like what I was saying, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Next message. I'm trying to do the honorable thing. Good. Especially knowing that they were not honorable before. So perhaps they are ready to make amends here. Next message. I wish I could take back the things I said. Again, it's really very much tied into regrets that they have over conversations that you guys have had. If they have a horrible attitude, they may have said something to you that really hurt. They regret it. Last card. I care too much about what others think right now. You know, friends, family, whoever it is that's getting into their ear, you know, putting in their 2 cents about what they should do or how they should handle this. And so that's for some of you where this person's head is, which is fine. You know, I just feel here for some of you, more time is needed in order to get you guys onto the same page if that's something that you're even interested in. But confirmation here, the grass wasn't greener on the other side, even though there is this third party. And they still think about you, they're missing you, and they've got regrets. That's what I'm picking up here. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages for you guys. This is the Unspoken Messages Volume 1 and 2 by Fire Witch Tarot. All right. What is it that you want to say to the person that you're focused on for this reading. All right. What is it that you want to say to this person? We'll grab the same amount of cards, which is 5. We've got 3. Let me grab 2 more here. And let's grab the bottom of the deck. Okay. What do we have here? Coming from you. Take what resonates, of course. First message. I text, then erase. So, my fire signs, perhaps you've thought about reaching out to your person, but then you hold back. You know, that is one of the cards here. Someone's holding back. Maybe it's you. And that's okay. You got to do what feels right for you. And maybe it's just not the right time to communicate anyway. Now, for some of you guys, this is coming through. I have codependency issues. So if you resonate with this for yourself, codependency could be tied into addictive behavior, obsessions. If that resonates with you, then that's a part of the work that you need to address and figure things out for yourself tied into that. And for a small group of you, I'm feeling too that whoever it is that you're focused on for this reading, you might find that you are codependent to them and that you might even be obsessive about the thought of having them back in your life. That's a potential for some of you guys. Next message, don't lose hope. So you're coming through letting your person know that there's still hope here. So that, of course, is for those of you who would want to reconnect. There is the hope of working things out here. They are, after all, coming through as your true love. So certainly, some of you are open to that. Next message. I'm with a karmic partner out of convenience. So what I'm picking up here for some of you is, however specific this is, for some of my fire signs, this third party could have certainly been a karmic, and it is you that entered into a third party situation instead of the person that you're focused on for this reading. So, you know, of course, take it for how it resonates. The other interpretation of this is your person entered into a third party and you entered into a karmic partnership simply out of convenience because this did not work out. And maybe that's where that horrible attitude is coming from as well. And you could have also found for yourself that the grass wasn't greener on the other side and that you've changed your mind as well. Last message. I love your magnetic, seductive qualities. Okay, so this is how you're feeling about this person. The intimacy I feel for some of you, it was quite magnetic and passionate. Lots of fiery energy attached to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this with some Lover's Oracle. Angels and spirit guides for my fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. We'll grab a few from this deck, take whichever one you're guided towards, as always. Yep, let's grab the bottom. Okay, whoops. Okay, first message. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. You can have that. You know, you do have the energy of the magician coming through here. Whatever these new opportunities and possibilities are in your life personally, whether that applies to your love life or just, again, whatever area of your life that could be applied towards. Just get rid of anything negative attached to your energy so that you can welcome in these new possibilities and opportunities. Next message. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And for me, this is very twin flame in energy, that mirror soul vibe between two people. And for those of you who are twin flames in separation, as a result of this third party, there's a lot of growth and lessons that need to be learned in order to bring about this reconciliation and have it be successful. And here we are again. Look at that. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Isn't that interesting, considering this is what came through for some of you guys? I love your magnetic, seductive qualities. Two different card decks bringing forward very similar messages. So I do pick up that, especially the intimacy between the two of you, it is very passionate, very seductive, and certainly magnetic. And you're still feeling drawn to each other. All right, guys. So let's close this out with some final thoughts from the healing deck from the angels. We'll grab one for Leo, one for Aries, and one for Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides for my fire signs, please. All right, Leo, let's grab a message for you. A healing message for Leo, please. Look at that, trust. I feel here, based off of what came through here, there have been some trust issues in the partnership. Trust has to be restored in your heart, in their heart, in the connection, for you to be more open to a second chance, a reconciliation, so that you're not having to look behind you constantly, distrusting, and whether or not there are other third parties that you have to worry about and deal with. So this has to be dealt with in order to find peace in your heart moving forward, whether that is through a reconciliation or simply switching directions in your own life. You have to find a place in your heart to trust once again, especially if you relate to that guarded energy, okay? It's guarded for a reason, because you don't trust. All right. A message for you, Aries. Here we are. Spiritual growth in a way that's tied into faith and trust for me as well. That's what's going to help you grow spiritually. So that's something that you need to work on at this time. And the angels are blessing you with this message to let you know that they will absolutely help you on that journey. All right, and one final message for Sagittarius, a healing message for you. Two messages for Sagittarius. We have focus and soulmate. Look at that. Bottom of the deck for all signs, ideas, and inspiration. Okay, so Sagittarius, look at that. Focus on your soulmate, whoever it is that you have in mind for this reading. If you can focus on this person and see things from a loving space, positive vibes attached to that, rather than pain, the hurt, the negative energies attached to the connection and how things unfolded. If you can see things from a positive standpoint, there's a really good chance that you're creating that same vibe, putting that out into the universe, and that's what you're bringing it back to you, so that you can manifest a reconciliation with this person. This also applies to anything else that you're focused on in your life. Whatever it is that you're putting your energies towards, whatever it is that you're focusing on, my fire signs, especially Sagittarius, of course, this is for you. You can manifest it. So be clear as to what it is that you want, so that the universe knows how to interpret your desires. Okay? And for all fire signs, ideas and inspiration, whatever idea you have right now that's inspiring you in your life, don't let it be a missed opportunity. Take advantage of that idea and see if it's something that you can actually share with people. If it's something that you want to turn into a business, if it's something that you want to share with your family, your loved ones, or even a significant other, Whatever it is, do what inspires you and implement that and turn it into something you can manifest, whether in your love life or in your life. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope whatever part of it resonated with you, that it offered you the guidance that you needed at this time. And I will have a whole lot more readings coming your way. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Take care.